Today I'm reading a Bible story from the Spark Story Bible. This is put out by Spark House Publishing, and our first story is going to come from the very beginning of the Bible, which in the actual Bible is the book of Genesis. So we're going to talk about Genesis 1 and 2, and it's the creation story. Before God created the world, there was nothing at all except God. On the first day of creation, the wind of God blew. Whoosh, whoosh, swoosh. God said, "Let there be light." Crackle, boom, bang, there was light. God saw that the light was good and then split. God divided the light and darkness into day and night. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a sky, pillow, billow, puff." There was a sky. God saw that the sky was good. On the third day, God said, "Let there be water and dry land." Drip, drop, perk, kerplunk. There was water. Crackle, crunch, snap. There was dry land. God saw that the water and land were good. Then God said, "Let there be plants and trees, rumble, rustle, pop." There were plants and trees. God saw that the plants and trees were good. On the fourth day, God said, "Let there be a sun and moon and stars, glimmer, shimmer, shine." There was a sun and moon and thousands of stars. God saw that the sun and the moon and the stars were good. On the fifth day, God said, "Let there be sea animals that swim and birds that fly." Wiggle, splish, splash, there were sea animals. Flutter, putter, tweet, there were birds. God saw the sea animals and birds were good. On the sixth day, God said, "Let there be animals of every kind on earth. Growl, prowl, snort. There were animals with fur, skitter, scatter, creep. There were bugs that went slither, slather, slink, and hop. There were reptiles. God saw that the animals and bugs and reptiles were good. And then God said, "Let there be people on earth." Blink, wink, hiccup. There were people on the earth. And God saw that the people were very good. On the seventh day, God said, "It is time to rest." Whew. Phew. God and all of creation rested. And in this Bible, it suggests you could go outside into God's creation and you could look around. God made it all. Say a prayer thanking God for all of creation. Dear God, thank you for your creation. Help us to be responsible in caring for the earth you have made. Amen. Today's story is about the creation. And part of what I love about the creation is that even though we weren't there when the world was created, we can look outside and see the world that God has created. So even though that was a historical event that happened a long time ago, the world is still being recreated, and each day the sun comes up and the sun goes down. The plants grow, the trees grow leaves, animals wake up, find something to eat, skitter around. There's all these this proof of creation and how it functions even when we don't tell it to work. So that's one of the things I wanted you to think about today. I wanted you to think about how God is still active in creation and how God is still moving through all the parts of creation, all those wonderful things you see outside. You may not see God at work or see actually God's hand, but it is a good reminder that God is still working there. God is still working with us. And God is still helping those beautiful things to grow and saying that it is good. Have a great day.
In the beginning God made the seas and the forest full of trees. God stacked those mountains up so high. Above it all He made the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much He cares. And in the middle He had some fun. Made a hippo that weighs a ton. Hip, hip, hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, hip, hippopotamus. Hip, hip.